Hello and welcome back here to our Blyth Spartans series. We have 6 games remaining in the league, and we are fighting for a playoff spot. Today we have 2 big games against Lincoln City and Wigan, and these games will be important to see if we will be making it into the playoffs or if our holiday will be starting earlier. We have played quite a bit of games since the last time you saw us, starting off with a beatdown, a 5-2 defeat against Wickham. Udo and Aquaflex got us off to a flying start. We were 2-0 up 20 minutes into the game, and then we collapsed. We conceded 5 goals away in Wickham. It was not a good game for us. We were looking good, and then we just completely fell apart. It was ugly. We did manage to bounce back with a come-from-behind victory, a 3-2 victory against Peterborough. Udo, an 84th minute equalizer. Then Matthew Blake with a 95th minute free kick winner to steal 3 points away from Peterborough. Incredible come-from-behind victory there. We weren't able to follow that up. We got a 4-1 defeat against Plymouth. Udo with our lone goal there. But then we moved on into March, and we had an incredible time in March. We have just 1 game remaining in March, and that is against Lincoln today. But we had 6 games, and we got 5 victories and 1 draw. Absolutely incredible March to put us into a good position here to see if we can qualify for the playoffs. So we got a 1-0 victory over Aldershot, 3-2 victory over Huddersfield, 2-1 victory against Charlton, a tough 1-1 draw against Bristol Rovers, a 2-0 victory against Walsall, and a 1-0 victory against Fleetwood. Some really good performances there against some tough teams. Absolutely thrilled with how well March has gone for us so far. And today's opponents against Lincoln, they are in 12th. They are looking to get into the playoffs as well. Here is how the league table is looking. And I lied. Lincoln are not really in the playoff hunt. I thought they were a lot closer than what they are. They are not going to be getting into the playoffs. But we are currently in 6th position, sitting on 67 points. That is 2 points clear of Bristol Rovers. So these remaining 6 games are going to be very crucial. We cannot afford to drop points, or we'll have to depend on others dropping points as well. Wigan, our second game here today, they are in 4th position. That is going to be a tough one. Ipswich are looking well on their way to winning the title. Derby look like they will be getting automatic promotion. And at the other end of the table, Aldershot have already been confirmed as being relegated. They will be going back down into League 2. Team news is looking like this. Farman is in goal. Woolston has been out injured and just returned to practice yesterday. So Farman keeps his spot. He has been our goalkeeper for this incredible run. He keeps his place. Our backline is Blake, Savage, Warner, and Blair. Midfield of Araiki and Hodge. That leaves the attackers as Kundal, Aquaflex, Bob, and Udo. Let's go ahead and jump into it here. At home at Croft Park, taking on Lincoln City. Come on, the Spartans. Well, much like last episode, we didn't have a single highlight here in the first half. We have been the better of the 2 teams, but not able to carve out a highlight in that first half. 45 minutes remaining here. Gotta find a way to break them down and get a good goal-scoring opportunity and get the goal. Come on, boys. It's a highlight and a corner for Lincoln. It's whipped in. That was nearly the opener. Thankfully, that header is just wide and we survive. But another corner for Lincoln. This time we deal with it much better, but the highlight is still going. And they get off a shot, and Farman thankfully is able to hold on to that. That was way too easy of an opportunity carved out there by Lincoln. Need to be better. And it's going to be time for some substitutions. Hutchinson on for Kundal. Holtby on for Araiki. And let's see, Kapani on for Akuflex. A triple sub here in the 70th minute. Come on, boys. Finally, a highlight here for the Spartans. Blair throws it in the Bob, who plays it over to Blake. What can he do with it? Looking for options here. That was not the good option. He's still on it. Can he get anything off? He gets it into Holtby. Kapani on the ball now. Plays it inside the Hodge. Back to Holtby. Over to Blake. Can you whip it across? He does. He plays it up to Udo, who heads it in for his 24th goal of the season. 1-0 to the Spartans. 89 minutes into the game. That is a huge goal for us. A great ball in by Blake, and Udo gets his head on the end of it, getting it past the keeper. Let's frickin' go! And there's the full-time whistle. A 1-0 victory for the Spartans thanks to that late goal from Udo. A huge 3 points here. We'll take a look at the league table before we kick off the second game. But what a huge goal by Udo. Just about to take on Wigan here. We had an international break, but here is how the league table is looking. We are still in 6th place after that victory over Lincoln, but we are now 4 points clear of 7th. Bolton and Bristol Rovers both Bolton and Bristol Rovers on 66 points. Wigan today, our opponent, 4 points ahead of us on 74 points. A victory could move us up into 5th position. And here is our team to take on Wigan. 2 changes in our lineup here. Grant and Holtby coming in for Reiki and Warner. Both of the players that went out on international duty. So Grant and Holtby will come in for fresh legs there. It's going to be a tough one away against Wigan. They are a very strong team. It's going to take a big game for us to get anything out of it. But can we pull it off? Can we pull off an upset and pick up 3 huge points, which will be a big boost to our playoff chances? Let's go ahead and jump into it. Come on, the Spartans. First highlight, we are on the ball. Holtby plays it back to Savage, over to Grant, up to Hodge. Picks out Bob inside to Udo, who plays it back to Bob. Oscar Bob has to finish that. What a save from the keeper, but Bob has to finish that. Blake whips in the corner. It's cleared away by Wigan. I cannot believe Bob did not put us 1-0 up there. Man, that was an opportunity. Another highlight here. This time, Wigan are on it. Playing it out of defense up to Cousins, who picks out Kenny. Now Matoma on this left-hand side. Almost runs it out for a goal kick. But he crosses it in, and Wigan pick up that loose ball. And a long-range shot. How did that go in? Farman, what was that positioning? How did they score this? An unbelievable strike, but how does Farman let that go in? Unbelievable. Now a free kick here for Wigan. It's whipped in, and a free header, but thankfully it goes over. What was that marking? And we go into halftime here, a goal down after that wonder strike by Cook. We had an opportunity to go 1-0 up through Oscar Bob, but he was not able to finish. Come on, boys. We are better than this. Let's go out there and put in a better 45 minutes and see if we can come back, get an equalizer, and push for a winner. First highlight of the second half, Wigan are on the ball once again. Grant heads that clear. Udo up to Akuflex, who picks out Blake. Bringing it forward. Can he whip in a good cross? He can. He picks out Bob. This time he finishes it for his 15th goal of the season. It is 1-1. Oscar Bob heading it in. What an assist from Blake here. A beautiful cross. Bob is onside, and that was a perfect header. Let's go. Just 6 minutes into the second half, we are all tied up. And let's go ahead and make our first substitution here. We are going to bring on Gabriel Capini for Akuflex. Come on, Gabriel, what can you do for us here? And we're into a highlight with Wigan on the ball. Grant again intercepts it up to Udo, back to Holtby. He's going to calm things down and play it back to Savage. Returns it to Holtby, up to Capini. And we're going to play it all the way back to Farman. Patient here from the Spartans until Savage just boots it forward. And now Wigan bringing it forward, but we pick up that ball. And now we're bringing it forward. Blake on this left-hand side again. Kenny whipping across. He picks out Capini. And he gets a shot off, but that was a scuffed effort. Let's go ahead and make our second substitution with Hutchinson coming on for Kundal. We'll also bring Sharif on for Hodge. All our subs are done. 20 minutes left to play in the game. Come on, boys. And on this highlight, Grant again intercepting the ball. He's having himself a good game. Savage on the ball, plays it over to Grant, up to Holtby. Picks out Capini. Inside to Hutchinson, who's going to play it out to Blair. Can he whip in a good cross here? He picks out Bob. Inside to Sharif. Oh, and he snatches at that opportunity, and it goes out for a goal kick. And the full-time whistle is blown. It is a 1-1 draw. Both teams canceling each other out. It was far from a classic. Not a lot of opportunities in the game here, looking at the stats. But a big point away against a tough Wigan opponent. That could be a big result here. Let's take a look at the table here in just a moment. And after that performance, we're still sitting in 6th position. 4 points clear of Bristol Rovers. That point was a big result. We are even on points with Wickham now. Let's look at the schedule. There are just 3 games remaining. Leyton Orient is up next. They're on 14th. Then away against Accrington, down in 22nd. And we round things off against 20th Exeter City. This is a favorable run in to end off the season. Just have to show up and play like we are capable of playing, and we will be in the playoffs somehow this year. This incredible last month and a half here has been a great run to put us in a good position. Let's see if we can finish it off. We're going to play Leyton Orient off recording. The next episode will be against Accrington and Exeter to end off the season. At least the regular season. Hopefully we will be in the playoffs. So next episode is going to be a cracker. Make sure you are subscribed and you have that notification bell on so you don't miss out on that video and other videos coming to the channel. And until next time, it's been your Boyd 147.